Alright, how's it going? We are here for week 5 of the SPS going up against JaredPowerStrike with a very, very impressive team. I know it only has 9 Pokemon, but it's definitely a big problem. I think every Pokemon on his team is a big problem. So, first of all, Merry Christmas for everyone celebrating it. This video will probably go up on either Saturday or Sunday. Um, Christmas was on Friday. I'm actually recording this, and I'm having the battle right after on Christmas, so yeah, hope you had a great day and happy holidays and everything like that. So I guess I'll get right into the team here. Got the Dragapult, max speed, max special attack, modest. I actually want max speed because I speed tie with a max speed Weavile if I run this. And I feel like he might run max speed Weavile. I just really don't want to run timid just for that. Of course, he could be speed creeping Mega Pidgeot, but it's such a small difference in EVs from just max speed compared to like speed creeping a Mega Pidgeot that he might just not even worry about it and run max speed. So that could be an issue, but for me it wasn't really worth running timid. I lose a lot of power when I run timid. So yeah, that's basically the Dragapult. We have Shadow Ball, Surf, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt. I really want the Flamethrower there because I can hit Chestnut. I feel like he will bring Chestnut for, because it does get bulletproof, so it could be immune to Shadow Ball, which is an issue. We can also hit Weavile really hard with that. Yeah, just coverage for everything basically. We don't have Dragon Stab because it really is only helpful against Kamala and Druddigon. So if he doesn't bring either of those, we're in a really good spot with this Pokemon. But yeah, just trying to run the E-Belt because I really want a lot of coverage for his team. Surf is basically only there for Nidoqueen, but it's just so helpful. I might change that to Dragon Pulse just to become a little bit more relevant against something like a Druddigon. But again, I mean, I'm having the battle like right after this, so don't know don't know about that. So next up, oh my God, next Mon we have here is the Mega Pidgeot. Speed creeping Victini. We can run the Modest Nature as a result. Um, Basically just really powerful. We're not worrying about Thundurus. I'm not going to stay in on Thundurus anyway, so we won't outspeed a Thundurus if it is timid. If it's modest, we actually will outspeed it, or just non-speed boosting nature. Which honestly, it probably will be like a modest nature because there's no reason to run timid against my team, unless he's predicting my Mega Pidgeot to not be max speed. So yeah, Hurricane, Heat Wave, U-turn, Defog. Kind of just allows me to hit a lot of things really hard. This Pokemon did a lot of work in the last game, and Hurricanes are fairly unanswerable for his team, except for maybe Thundurus, but Thundurus is not the bulkiest thing in the world. Aegislash can come in, but then I could just Heat Wave it. Of course, he could do double outs predicting that and everything, but it's also a great answer for like a Shadow Sneak Aegislash. Like if he gets set up with Aegislash, I can just bring in this Pokemon and I can Heat Wave it, which is awesome. So yeah, next up we have Kama, our Slowking. This Pokemon is basically here for the Nidoqueen and the Tapu Fini, and potentially the Victini. But if he does bring Victini, he's probably going to bring Bolt Strike to just destroy this thing. So yeah, we can go for Teleport, Slack Off, Scald, and Toxic. The reason for this Pokemon is basically because if he uses like a setup Tapu Fini, I want to be able to kind of beat that thing, and I think I can. If he starts Calm Minding up on me, I can kind of just stall out the Misty Terrain and then Toxic him. Once that Tapu Fini is Toxic, we're in a really good spot. And yeah, that's about it with this Mon here. Yeah, basically, and I really needed something for like if he runs offensive Nidoqueen, that's a big issue. So we want to have the Teleport and the Slack Off and the Scald and the Toxic. So that's that. Sorry, I'm just a little bit out of it right now. So yeah, we got Incineroar here with the defensive. This Pokemon's really good for Aegislash, Victini, and Weavile. All those 3 Pokemon Incineroar resisted all 3 of their stabs, which is amazing. Unfortunately, they don't get access to fighting type moves, which is why the Chopping Berry's there. Obviously, running Boots, it will be really nice if he gets up rocks with like Nidoqueen. We have Defog on Mega Pidgeot, which is not the most reliable defogger, but I felt like Weezing was not the best answer or option for this week. So, I mean, it just is what it is, I guess. And yeah, hopefully we can, beat Weavile and Victini and Aegislash. That'll be amazing. If we can, I don't really want to 1v1 any of them. I want to, this Pokemon is definitely my most important in this matchup. So we're gonna have to make sure we do everything in our power to keep this Mon healthy. And it's gonna be hard because we have no healing on this Pokemon, so it is going to be difficult. I have 8 in speed for Aegislash in case he brings no speed on Aegislash. I didn't want to invest any more than 8 because it just wasn't worth it. I wanted to keep my bulk. So yeah, next up we have Hoarders, Tangrowth. I'm making it shiny now. I don't really know why, but I'm running a Assault Vest set. We can deal with Aegislash pretty well. Now if he starts setting up Swords Dances, there's not much we can do. We can definitely knock it off. We can then Earthquake. Earthquake does a little bit more than knock off even when he has his item on. So that's something to keep in mind. We also deal with a especially offensive Aegislash really well since we are Assault Vest. And yeah, we're pretty good against Tapu Fini as well. Because we have Power Whip instead of Giga Drain, we actually set up Tapu Fini really well with the Power Whip. So if it goes for Calm Mind, it's not really going to matter. Of course, it can go for Iron Dance, but if it doesn't, if it doesn't have an Iron Dance up, Power Whip is doing a lot of damage. So yeah, that's that. And last but not least, we have Huge Power Diggersby. I know it's a little bit laggy there, but we have the Adamant Nature. I would have had to run. Okay, so if basically I had like a, oh my god, what was that? I hit my hand on the desk. My bad. That was probably really loud. So if initially I had Yachi Berry Agility Diggersby, because I was like, yeah, we can get an agility off, and then we outspeed everything, and he doesn't have that. His ground resists are seldom. But then I'm like, there's really not much I set up on, honestly. Maybe if I force a switch on a few things, but it's very limited. So I just felt like, why don't I just run Choice Scarf? I actually don't outspeed a Weavile if it's max speed. I'm out because, again, I'd have to run Jolly, and I don't want to run Jolly. I want to run Adamant. So I'm banking, for this one, I'm banking on him speed creeping my Mega Pidgeot. If he does that, I'll outspeed it. If he doesn't, we're screwed. But that's the name of the game here. So, yeah, Earthquake, U-turn, Gunk Shot, Quick Attack, Gunk Shot is nice for Chestnut. I really do think Chestnut is a decent bring against me. Definitely deals with the, what's it called, Diggersby pretty well, but if I predict it and get a Gunk Shot off on it, that's crazy damage. That's going to be really good for us. He could also bring the Druddigon, but it's not an Earthquake resist, so I have a hard time believing that thing would live 2 of those, even if it's defensive. And even if he brings Thundurus, like it's a pretty frail Mon, so it's not. I mean, it's not the most frail, but it's not bulky by any means. So if I do get like a prediction Gunk Shot off on that thing, that'll do a good amount. And basically, it's the name of the game is trying to Earthquake as much as I can. Because if if Chestnut is weakened, if he doesn't bring Thundurus, or if Thundurus is dead, then I can just Earthquake, and I'm in a really good spot to do a lot of damage with this Pokemon. So, that is the name of the game. Try to get Diggersby to do as much work as possible. Let's hope he does not bring max speed Weavile. It's a shame because he should, you should always speed creep if you can. He should be speed creeping Mega Pidgeot, but he might just run max speed because it's such a little difference. He's probably not going to care about the extra bulk, but I don't know. He's 3-0, so he probably does, EV calcs and stuff like that. I'm just hoping he doesn't run max speed Weavile this week. So for prediction, I'm predicting basically he doesn't bring. It's tough. I'm predicting he doesn't bring Victini, Komala, or Druddigon. Those are the 3 I'm predicting it not to bring. So the rest are obviously in my prediction for what he's going to bring. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to cut to the battle right here. Wish me luck. This is going to be a really tough one. We are 3-1. He is 3-0. He hasn't had his week 4 battle yet. They've been kind of backed up, but that's fine. we're just gonna have to pull off the win. I'm not the most confident about this one, but definitely gonna give it my all and see how it goes. So thank you guys so much for watching this team builder. I'm gonna cut to the battle right here, and yeah, wish me luck. All right, here we are with the battle, going up against JaredPowerStrike, and he brings a team of Weavile, Aegis/, Nidoqueen, Victini, Thundurus, Tapu Fini. So none of the last three, which I was kind of surprised by. I thought Chestnut was a good idea, and I thought Komala could come. I mean, it's not overly likely, but I think it had a decent matchup if he needed a spin user. But yeah, so basically he's got a team of Weavile, Aegis/, Nidoqueen, Victini, Thundurus, and Tapu Fini. Did I already say that? I don't even know. Anyway, I decide to lead with... I forget. No, I led with Diggersby because it's Choice Scarfed, and it can do a few different things. So we're going to go ahead and start the battle right now, and we're going to see what he leads with. So I lead with Diggersby. He ends up leading Tapu Fini. A little bit interesting for me. I don't know what this wants to do. It could just be trying to set up and sweep me turn one. Would not be surprised. He goes for Moonblast here, as it does 35% to me, and I am especially defensive. So I'm thinking, alright, this Pokemon's definitely specs, modest specs. So that's good information to know, and it's actually kind of takes away, you know, kind of a burden off my shoulders, knowing exactly what set it is, knowing that Slowking can probably beat it one-on-one. So he goes for, or I go for Teleport, and then I predict a switch out from the Fini. As he goes into Victini, and he gets a weakness policy boost, which sucks. So now he's going to go for the Flame Charge. This is probably a special set if he's weakness policy. He probably wouldn't be a physical set if he's weakness policy. Goes for Scorching Sands here. I didn't really have a switch in. I didn't know what he exactly wanted to do. I basically had to sack something here. He goes for Scorching Sands, does a lot. And unfortunately, I mean, I could switch into Pidgeot or something, but he's just going to knock me out with another one. So unless he didn't have anything for Slowking, which was a possibility. I just really thought he'd have something for Slowking. So I go into Diggersby. He sees the Quick Attack coming from a mile away. It was pretty obvious, as he doubles back into Victini. Maybe predicting Tangrowth. I don't really know what he's predicting. He doesn't know I'm Scarfed at this point, but I'm guessing he has a good idea that I am. I know I can take like a Thunderbolt from this thing, so I'm just gonna teleport out, and I'm gonna, against Tapu Fini, I'm gonna get in my Tangrowth. I know he might try to Ice Beam me here, see what kind of set I am, and do a lot of damage. As I miss a Power Whip, would have done huge amounts. I actually don't know specifically how much it would have done, because I don't know. I haven't checked his team yet. He did post it, but I haven't checked it yet. So yeah, gets in Thundurus. So we both switch. I guess he predicted my Slowking there, which is a good play for him. I know I can take a Thunderbolt, so I just stay in. He knocks off, does a lot of damage to me. Knocks off my lefties, and now I get in Diggersby, make a big play. Well, not really a big play, but that was kind of ballsy on my end, because if he stays in there, I'm taking another big hit, and I cannot speed him with Pidgeot, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna actually, I don't know that, but I can't kill him with Pidgeot. So if he stays in with Thundurus there, it's just a bad situation for me. He goes for Swords Dance on my Tangrowth as I knock off his lefties. Goes for Iron Head. Does he flinch me? He does not. I get the Earthquake off and I knock him out. That was huge. If he flinched me there, I don't know what I would have done. Something bad, for sure. But yeah, he goes into Nidoqueen as he predicts my switch, but he's not very strong here. So I know he's probably more of a defensive set, potentially. Or maybe that's just how much the Shadow Ball should be doing. I didn't really calc it. But I knew I could take another one, so I just slack off there. As he goes for the Rocks, which is fine. Then he switches into Thundurus as I teleport. I knew he was probably going to switch. So now I have Diggersby in here. I go for Gunk Shot. It does not knock him out, but he misses a Focus Blast, so I guess that's 1 for 1. I can't really complain about that. I mean, I could complain about the Power Whip miss, but then he could complain about the Focus Blast miss, so we're just going to cancel him out. So we both switch again. I don't know what he was predicting there, but then he switches because he doesn't want to be in. Oh yeah, you know what? That was a play on me. I knew he was going to go for Nidoqueen, and even if it didn't, I was safe. I was comfortable bringing in Slowking, so I brought in Slowking on his Nidoqueen, and it worked out perfectly. And then I'm able to get in Diggersby against Tapu Fini. He doesn't want to stay in and die to a Gunk Shot, so he brings in Victini. I miss one, but then I hit the next one, which is fine, because I was scarfed, obviously. He goes into Weavile. I'm just gonna stay in. I don't want to risk any type of shenanigans. And he kills me with knockoff, so I know he is choice banded. I'm gonna bring in the Dragapult as Thundurus comes in, and I'm going to click Thunderbolt in case Finny wanted to come in. And now he's going to bring Weavile back out. Now, I actually didn't calc how much an Ice Shard was doing, but I was confident that he was going to go for Ice Shard here, so I go into Slowking. He makes a really good play here and goes for knockoff. And at this point, my entire team is weak to Ice or Ice Shard. And I'm coming in back on Rock, so I'm pretty sure Ice Shard's just clean me up at this point, especially if he's banded. He's probably Adamant banded too. So I go for Thunderbolt there. Probably should have predicted Nidoqueen. I was just kind of pressing a button because, again, at this point I don't know if I speed tie with Weavile or not. So yeah, he goes for a Shadow Ball and does not kill me. So I'm able to go for another Surf as it does not. He switches into Finny. Good play on his part. If I had predicted that, Pult would have gotten another kill. But no, Pult only gets a singular. Wait, I didn't even get a kill with Dragapult. Oh, never mind. Shucks. Well, that's unfortunate. So yeah, Pidgeot's gonna come in here as I go for Hurricane. He's disabled and he's choice spec, so I knew he had to switch unless he wanted to keep Finny there for some reason. If I had Substitute, I would win this game because I could Substitute and then Hurricane and then basically take a hit with the Weavile, and that would be amazing. But that did not happen at all. So he's gonna go into Weavile and Ice Shard twice and knock me out. So we are now 3-3, or no, 3-2. We're 3-2. Next week we go up against Fatty. I know he's had some complications so far, so with getting battles done, which is fine. We've all been there, but yeah, I think he'll be fine for next week. That's not gonna be an easy game either. I know he made the semifinals last season in the Moltres division, so and he brought like a lot of heat for that game, so I don't know if he's gonna bring heat against us, but it's definitely possible. I know he did when we faced off in the regular season. I needed the win and he did not, so he brought a little bit of heat, and Marowak kind of just went in, so I remember that one. But this is gonna be definitely a different game for sure next week. Oh, by the way, I made some transaction moves that go into effect next week, so you'll see all about that next week, and that should be exciting. Not going to give any hints for anyone who cares, but yeah. So good game to JaredPowerStrike. Definitely played pretty well here. I feel like I don't know, I had a chance, but Banded Weavile really goes in against my team. It really does. And if I made a few different plays with Pult, maybe I would be able to do some better stuff. So unfortunate, but it is the game. So yeah, we're 3-2 now. I guess I've said everything I need to. So thank you guys for watching. I know we're on kind of a losing streak between this and the IGL, but we'll get back to it if we can. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.